Welcome to Lost in English. 这句英文跟你想的不一样。我们用轻松的聊天方式分享文化和生活故事，陪你一起学会生活中最常见的英文片语及用法。同时，节目资讯栏也会提供文字档下载哦，有时还会附上图文，帮你更轻松了解今天的分享内容。I'm Shirley.
And I'm Abby.Today,
the phrase we are going to talk about is stumble upon something. But let's listen to the conversation first. How was your day?
Strange. I stumbled upon a weird situation at the mall. I saw two people arguing loudly.
Oh no, what happened?
I just walked away quietly. I didn't want to get involved.
So, what does stumble about mean here, Abby?Stumble
upon means to find or see something by accident without looking for it.
这个片语中的 stumble 本身就有被某个东西绊倒的意思，而后面的介系词 upon 则是有在某个东西上面的意思，所以我们可以用联想的方式来记这个片语。两个字合在一起就有点像是走着走着不小心被什么东西绊倒了，结果意外发现了某个东西，所以这个片语中文可以翻成偶然发现某个东西，或者是意外或遇到某个事件哦。So Abby, have you ever stumbled upon something special like a local festival or event while traveling in another country or city?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's one of the coolest parts of traveling and really the best way to get to know a culture.In France, I've loved discovering all of their unique festivals and holidays.
Yeah, I bet. Do you have a favorite one you want to share?
Yeah. One of my favorites is the Lemon Festival in a town called Menton. And you could guess what they celebrate. They have a parade where we watch people walk down the street with music and these amazing decorations, and there are all sorts of local products with the special lemons from our region or city, like lemon tarts, cakes, juices, and even limoncello, which is a special type of lemon liquor or flavored alcohol. The whole thing gets really loud and crazy, and I love it because it's so specific and unique, but they celebrate it with so much pride.That's
so interesting, but why lemons and not some other fruit?
That's a good question. I honestly didn't know other than that they grow a lot of lemons there. And I actually Googled it, and it says it's because Menton was the #1 grower of lemons in all of Europe at one time. And they used to send lemons all over the world to help countries cure the disease scurvy.What's
scurvy? Right, scurvy?
Yeah, scurvy. Scurvy is a disease that's caused by not eating enough fruits. And in history class, we learned that when the sailors or the people on the boats, European people on the boats, when they would take long journeys, they couldn't bring fruit on the boats.So they were not eating enough vitamin C, and they would get scurvy. And it was a really common disease, apparently.Oh,
I see. That's interesting. And I love to go to the festival if I ever have a chance.
Yeah, it's really fun. And what about you, since you moved to America? What's been your favorite festival there?
Yeah, I once went to Texas to visit a friend in November. That is probably one of my favorite festivals. And we happened to be there during the Mexico holiday, the Day of the Dead.Have you ever been to this celebration?
I haven't, but I've always wanted to. It seems so cool. What was it like?
Yeah, so we went to a big park and saw a lot of people dancing, singing, eating, and drinking. Some were wearing like skeleton costumes, which show off the bones on their costumes, and had a lot of dark, scary makeup on, like skull and stuff like that. Each group had their own little booth where they displayed photos of their ancestors, like people from their families that passed away. So they placed pictures of their grandparents, all the family members, and even celebrities or public figures who had passed away on table for everyone to see. That's when I realized they were actually celebrating dead people.
Wow, that sounds so cool. Had you ever seen anything like it before?
Yeah. It kind of reminded me. Of the movie CoCo. I'm not sure if that's how it's typically celebrated in Mexico, but yeah, it was so interesting to experience it in person.
I could imagine. That's so cool. And
Mm.
I've heard of CoCo, but I haven't seen it. It looks really cute. I feel like the Day of the Dead seems like such a lovely way to celebrate people who have passed away in a positive way instead of a sad way. And I think we forget too often to celebrate people's lives too.
I totally agree. In Taiwan, remembering ancestors is usually a more serious thing. It's more about being respectful and quiet. We wouldn't really celebrate with singing and dancing like that. But I also like the way they celebrated. Like you said, it felt like they were focusing on the positive side. That even though those people are no longer here, what they left behind should be remembered and honored.
I love that. It's kind of the same in the US. Like, I understand why honoring the dead is serious because it's extremely sad, but I also think that our loved ones who have passed away would want us to remember them with fondness and happiness.
Right. It's always amazing how travel like that is experience so many unique festivals. And the best moments come when we stumble upon something special.
Yeah.
So just to remind everyone, stumble upon means to find or discover something by chance.
Yeah. Sometimes the best memories are the ones you don't plan for, but just happen to stumble upon along the way.
Yeah. Thanks again for listening. We hope you stumble upon something new and interesting before our next episode. Bye. 如果你喜欢今天的内容，别忘了订阅这个节目，也欢迎到 Apple Podcast 留下5星评论，顺便留言告诉我你对今天内容的想法。那我们就下集见喽。